Hey, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Scare Soldier back with another Borderlands 3 video, and in today's video you guys are looking at Bloodborne Moze. Now this is a level 60 Mayhem 10 destroyer, guys, so you guys want to pay attention real quick. So right now on the channel we got our Unholy Moze build with the Minesweeper Blastmaster combination. That is definitely the highest damage output on my Moze builds for sure, and actually does more damage than this build. But this build over here is going to be actually a Bloodletter setup, so it's going to be a deathless, and the survivability on this build is literally insane, guys. It's so tanky, and the damage is really good too, don't get me wrong, but I find the Minesweeper does a little more, to be honest, but that's okay, that's just me. But this build is very viable, so let's go ahead and break this build down real quick. So for the guns, I mean, all you really need on a Moze is a flipper by now, so consecutive hits is the best anointment. And then everything else you can have fun with, honestly. Just, it doesn't matter, have fun, pick a weapon that you guys enjoy. I do recommend having a couple rocket launchers to take advantage of some splash damage and heavy damage as well. Also, if you want, carry a couple backburners, gargoyles, heralds, all those fun guns, whatever you like to use. It's gonna work on Moze if it does splash damage, so go ahead and enjoy, but just have a flipper and you're good. So the shield we have is just an old god, pretty simple. I like the capacity on this. Now the two shields that work best for this setup actually is a transformer and the old god. The transformer is cool because you can spam and just keep regenerating your shield back to full insanely quick with this thing. So if you guys want to be spammy, you can go with the transformer, but if you guys want to do a little more damage, go with the old god. Now when it comes to the grenade, real quick, simple cloning matting tracker, nothing else you really need in the game for Moze. And then we have the atom bomb deathless. This one's really nice because we have area of effect, mag size, and radiation damage. Now you can also throw on, if you want, a snowdrift deathless or the knife drain deathless as well, because this converts your melee to lifesteal, which is going to translate to the your shield getting back full with the Bloodletter. So that's going to be nice if you have a fish slap as well, but honestly you don't really need to go that far. You can just stick to a snowdrift and an atom bomb deathless and you guys are all set. Now when it comes to the Bloodletter, we have splash damage, heavy weapon damage, and weapon damage rolls on ours, which are quite good because this is kind of versatile. I love using heavy weapons, so this is awesome to have, and we have a lot of points in the good stuff that you guys see. So let's go ahead and break down the skill tree real quick. So for the skill tree real quick, I'm going to explain this because it's very important. So first of all, we want to get down to the force feedback and Falnik's doctrine. Reason being is because this is stacks of damage with no limit, so this is pretty gnarly. And then you guys have up to 100% gun damage, so that's really insane with desperate measures. That's a lot of damage, guys, and that is constantly active since we are running deathless. And then we do not put any points in shield recharge rate, and this one is not super important. I'm going to show you guys in a second, but recharge rate doesn't matter at all because the cloning matting tracker completely outdoes any recharge rate or delay you guys need to be concerned about. You throw one grenade, your shield's basically almost full, so don't even worry about no shield recharge rate. We got Drown in the Brass for damage stacks. Thin Red Line gets some more shield capacity, and then also we got some of this experimental munitions to get some more bonus incendiary damage, and then we're pretty much solid from there. Now to get the most damage between the combos, the blue tree does more damage in general over the green tree, so we did just that and got to the capstone. This is literally a perfect setup. We get Iron Bear back extremely fast, so that's a really good thing. And then for the green tree, we simply just wanted to get redistribution because you get some health regeneration, which is awesome, up to 2.5%, which is cool because all Bloodletter basically converts all your health regen, any health you get back, as shield. So we're getting basically free shield regeneration with this, so it's really cool. And then Cloud of Lead just to kind of keep up some ammo consumption, so we can kind of shoot for a little longer and get some bonus incendiary damage at the same time. So this is pretty much how we set it up. I'm going to show you guys some gameplay real quick, but quickly for the modifiers, we are rocking Speed Demon, Postmortem, Chain Gang, and Freeze Tag. Pretty good stuff. So let's get into the gameplay, guys, real quick. Alright guys, so I wanted to show you quickly how unimportant shield recharge rate is and why we didn't spec into it. So you guys see right now we have over 100,000 capacity on our shield, which is more than enough. Plus we also have the anointment on our shield giving us 75% more shields, which is going to be insane. So I'm going to show you how high that goes up to. And that's exactly why we did not actually spec fully into Vladoff, because we don't need this. Get a max shield. What that is going to do is going to take away redistribution and not leave enough points to get enough for a cloud in the lead. And it's not worth it. Honestly, we did put 5 out of 5 in here, and what happened was we had 107,000 shield instead of 101,000. So for 5,000 more capacity, yeah, that I rather get more damage and also get health regeneration plus ammo regeneration. That is definitely more important to us. Plus, lastly as well, you guys see we have none in behind the Iron Curtain, which you're like, well, Scarce Soldier, that's kind of stupid because you're running a Deathless and you rely on your shield. Well, it's actually not, because I'm going to show you guys that shield recharge rate and delay are absolutely useless for this build, especially with the Bloodletter, and I'm going to show you how fast you guys are going to get your shields back. So we're going to call in this anointment real quick. Alright, so we're going to basically have to get a new capacity. So you see our capacity is lowered. I'm going to throw literally 1 or 2 grenades. Oh, we already have our shield back full because we picked up a health thing. See how easy that is? Here, let's do this one more time. We get our shield back too fast, guys. All right, hold up. All right, let's diminish our shields again. All right, throw 1 grenade. And you guys see, look at that. That's 1 grenade, all right? And keep in mind, you can spam grenades with Moze. So that's why those Vampire grenades will completely outperform any shield recharge rate you get, any bonus. It won't change anything. You just throw a couple grenades, your shield's right back full. So that's all you really need, and why I didn't waste points into getting behind the Iron Curtain, because Vampire and Clone Manning Tracker is just so powerful. Now, that's also what I want to show too, is a little bit of damage for you guys. So I'll show a bit of some more gameplay as well. We did the Guardian Takedown, by the way, solo, and that was really successful. But you guys see the damage is nuts on this build. So yeah, I'll show you guys some actually tough opponents at the Guardian Takedown and how well this build fares. So we have our Bloodborne Moze build, and we're doing the Guardian Takedown with the Deathless. And honestly, between the Unholy Moze and this build right over here, guys, the difference I found was maybe survivability. The Bloodletter honestly was extremely tanky with the way everything was set up, in being able to keep up your shields really full by health steal and also health regeneration, Vampire, all that stuff was making it really easy to get your shield. And especially with those unlimited stacks of the Phalanx or whatever, Doctrine, whatever it's called, you're getting insane amounts of shield capacity, and it's really tough to kill you. So Moze is absolute tank with this build. Now, in terms of the damage is actually really not bad and can do a lot. Like you guys seen this gameplay so far, we're killing these Guardians relatively easily. But overall, I find that the Unholy Moze build, if you guys are going for specifically damage and just absolutely one-shot things in this game, then the Unholy Moze build is the choice for you. But if you guys do like to have a big shield, be extremely tanky with Moze, and do good damage, then this build is definitely for you guys. The one thing I did like as well, because I come from using Minesweepers very often, I was really enjoying not killing myself with those Minesweepers, so just being able to spam and just keep shooting and not worrying about a Minesweeper grenade killing me was really nice actually. So survivability overall is where this build shines. And then again, the damage, guys, is unquestionably very good. I mean, we're able to solo this Guardian Takedown with this build, so it is viable and can do all the other content in the game. So that is exactly why this build is actually super nice. So the one thing I will recommend with this build, guys, for this Guardian Takedown is not just to have Bloodletter, but also to have Rocketeer, so you can comm swap. So just for those who do not know, essentially it's class mod swapping. So what you're going to want to do is right when you jump, before you jump into Auto Bear, you're going to want to equip Rocketeer. That's a class mod. And after you exit Iron Bear, you're going to unequip the Rocketeer and put your Bloodletter on, and the Rocketeer effect is still going to work, which means your Auto Bear is going to last a very long time. Now, the other thing I want to speak about on Iron Bear is what I like to do with the weapons. There's not necessarily one specific weapon that I use with this setup. I like to use multiple different variations of weapons and elements depending on what the weaknesses of the enemy. So right here we have the mid boss, and right now we have to deal with his armor. So the best thing or element to deal with his armor is corrosive. So that's why we switch to corrosive to maximize our damage output. And then once we get down to his shield health bar or blue bar or whatever, we switch to shock to do the most damage, and that is basically the principle. Now, what I wanted to show also in this gameplay or footage, if you will, is the contrast contrast between the flipper with this Bloodborne Moze build, and also if you guys have seen my Unholy Moze build or are actually using the Unholy Moze build, the flipper is a very good weapon with Moze and one of her best overall weapons to use. So just to show you guys that the flipper does not lose that much damage without the Minesweeper or Blastmaster, it's still doing a lot of damage with this build, and that is because of the help of the red tree giving us a ton of gun damage. So that's what really makes this gun still hit hard. And of course, we're still using things like Area of Effect and all that stuff to help our rocket launchers, because I love to use rocket launchers on Moze. That's why I don't really like the Pearl too much, because it only has 2 rolls, and it also cannot come with like a Victory Rush or any of that kind of stuff, and it also doesn't come in Deathless. So unfortunately, I rather use the Atom Bomb, Victory Rush, or Snowdrift for most of my my gameplay with Moze. But overall, guys, what you are getting out of this build is a very versatile Moze. First of all, this is the tankiest type of Moze in the game, so if you're looking for survivability, this is the build for you. If you also like to do some damage at the same time, this is a build for you. And also, if you just like to have a big shield and look at that shield become over 100, 200,000, and just sit there and laugh, this is a build for you guys, because again, we can solo this takedown with Moze, which is really impressive. So the fact that we can solo this takedown with this build means you can do any other content in the game with ease. So although yes, the Unholy Moze damage wise can do more than this build still shines and has a different feel to it, and it is fun at the same time to go to a Deathless, which is fun for a lot of players, because we do like to switch between builds from time to time. But that's pretty much it for me for the video, guys. Don't forget to smash that like button for your boy, and also subscribe to the channel so you do not miss another video. I'll see you in the next one. It's your boy Scared Soldier signing out. Peace.